it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand in the way. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, here we go. On a Full Throttle Thursday, we are busy tonight because we got a lot of things going on. Of course, it is Halloween night. Man, right here in the 6 o'clock hour, too, this is prime trick-or-treating time right here. Prime time. It's Thursday. It's the best day of the week. It's ladies' night, and we're full throttle. That means we've got a third wheel in the booth here. Nicole Shearin of 10 TV. She is in the house. And also, my usual guy, Tyvis Powell, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell me, I feel like I haven't seen you since last Tuesday, huh?
See you last Tuesday.
Bodie, I'm proud of you. You know what?
Thank you, Tyvis.
Your update was flawless.
Oh, my gosh. It was so
magnificent.
Beautiful. Beautiful
Sensational.
execution.
Yeah, sensational. Well, it's good to see both of you. So we got to have a lot of fun tonight because it's Halloween. So there's going to be some
Spooky
candy.
season.
Yeah, it's spooky horror movies, candy, all that crap, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we have maybe the biggest game of the Ryan Day era.
The biggest game.
The biggest
You think
game.
it's the biggest game?
Of the Ryan Day era, yes.
Oh, you got an octave.
What? I don't know about that. Like that.
I don't know, Tyvis.
I thought the Oregon game was
there's
pretty
a
big.
lot at stake with this game,
the Oregon
Tyvis.
game's in the past.
Wait a minute. I would say last year's Team Up North game was.
Okay, well, yes. I'm talking like, well, you have a good point there, Tyvis.
No, Nicole.
Hold on.
Yes.
When I say, I'm not talking necessarily about the matchup. I'm talking about what is at stake.
The
with
same
this
thing
game on Saturday.
last year for
no,
the Team
it is
Up
not
North.
the same thing.
They was going for the gold pants. Whoever won was going to the Big Ten championship and was going to the CFP. What more you want?
Well,
But that was then.
that was then.
I'm just saying that was
I
the
think
biggest
Tim
game.
and I are tracking here.
We are on the same page.
No,
You're
y'all not.
on a
Yes,
different page.
yes, we are. Me and,
Well, y'all
me and Nicole.
need to flip to this chapter because y'all is really missing this, right? The biggest game of his era was last year.
You haven't caught up to the class. You're still on chapter 3.
Bodie,
fine.
We have
Bodie,
read up to
I'm
chapter
dying
5 here.
Tell him, Bodie.
So-
Last year, the Team Up North game had more at stake than this Penn State
I would
game.
say the biggest game of the Ryan Day era, in my opinion, was last September's contest in Notre Dame.
Get out of here.
Okay, sit
outta here.
down.
That I'm still
sit
not over.
down.
Get out of here.
And he won. So, hey, good job,
we
Ryan.
still want to know where Lou is right
There's
now.
just a lot at
Sleeping.
stake with this. Like, a lot.
The point is, the reason that it's now and not back then is every time you go forward, every time you approach the next big game now, when you haven't been getting it done in the recent contests, that then becomes the next big game.
Right.
I don't know how you're not seeing this time.
Well, I mean, you could call it the next big game, but the biggest game of the Ryan Day era was last year, the Team Up North game, where literally everything was on the line.
But everything's on the line now.
No, it's
because,
not.
No, hold on a second.
You lose 2 games, you're still making the CFP.
See, I don't know if that's the
it's
case
justifiable.
anymore.
You lost to the number 1 team and the number 3 team.
Okay, but where are the wins? Where are the wins?
Indiana is still late, and they're going to be top 10 by the time you see them.
Okay, so you have 1 win against Indiana. Look at there's a bunch of other teams out there that have bigger wins than that.
It's Ohio State. It's still one
but
of
how
the
far
most
does that
talented
argument
rosters
go?
in the country. How about this?
I understand that.
How about this?
What?
Ohio State gets in, okay? Say they are the 11th seed, and let's say their first game is against Iowa State. Who's favorite to win that game?
Oh, come on.
Oh, well,
All right,
that's
thank you.
not fair.
I rest my case.
not fair.
How many teams outside of Georgia and Alabama and maybe Texas that Ohio State would play that they wouldn't be favored in?
I'm just saying, you can't.
I got you on that.
No, but see,
Wait.
when you say favored, well, how much was Ohio State favored against Nebraska? It's like you say favored.
26 to 27.
And what did they do against Nebraska?
They won the football game.
But
I
it was
21
too
to
close
17.
for
Defense
comfort.
rest.
I know.
They were favored at Oregon.
Listen,
too.
Tyler, let me just put this out there.
Bodie, you stay behind the
Ohio
glass.
State to make I want them to make the playoffs. Like, let's get that straight right now.
If they lose,
But-
they still will get into the CFP.
Okay,
I just think so. I mean, you lost to the number one team by 1 point, and if you lose to the number 3 team,
I just don't think it's a lock. Like, I'm not like locked in. Yes, they make it.
No,
like,
it's Ohio State.
You're right, Nicole. You can't guarantee. You're guaranteeing.
Well, they're not going to lose the game, but if they did,
you're making it sound like they've already lost.
No, I'm just saying.
That's what's funny to me is I'm building up how big, and you are too, Nicole, how big of a game this is because of everything that's riding on it. Last year, you're right. Last year at that time when they lost that game to Michigan, that was total devastation.
Yeah,
and
totally.
That was a third straight year.
Thank you. Thank you for joining my side.
I agree with you for sure on that.
Would you let me be? Just let me do the thing. Let me do the thing here.
Beaker, do the thing.
So you're right about how big that one was just for perception and because that's the rival and that's the third straight year. You almost proved that you didn't have it in the tank to outlast and get to the finish line and win that football game, despite how it was closer and it was more of a game than the previous 2 years where you really did get out physicaled and out toughed in the trenches. We all saw that. But that carried over into this season, and we had this unprecedented offseason that came after last year's letdown in that game which we won't speak about, that bowl game against MIZZOU that we just want to pretend didn't even happen. But everything that happened in the offseason, the NIL budget skyrocketing, new athletics director coming in here, all this, like we don't always pay full attention to Buckeye football. It felt like we took it to an obscene level this offseason, built this team. And if you're going to tell me that the 2 games that we circled on the schedule in the offseason as the 2 big games to this point, and you have lost them both. And I'm with you. A 1-point loss is not the same as a 30-point loss. Totally. But try telling that to people in this town. Yeah. They don't want to hear that. So that's why it's that big. And we do not know. We don't have a crystal ball. That's a little thing called you'll see whether the Buckeyes can get in if they lose it.
Let's just avoid that altogether.
Let's avoid that talk.
I mean, I agree. I agree with you. Right. I'm not saying they're going to lose the game. I don't want them to lose the game. They better go out there.
They're making their case for them to win 50. With a loss.
I want them to win by 50. But if they lost the game, if just so happened if crazy things happened and they lost the game, your argument would be you lost to the number 1 team and the number 3 team. But if you play Indiana and beat them and blow their doors off, they probably be top 10 at the moment.
It's Nicole's turn. Nicole Shearin, 10 TV is with us.
Going off of what you just said, I think the issue then becomes if they lose to Penn State on Saturday.
They won't.
Okay, and I hope they won't. I hope they won't. But if they do, the issue then becomes, can Ohio State win a big game? Like that.
So Indiana wouldn't be considered a big game?
Well, we're not. I'm talking like right now with what Tim was saying, what's happening
in the past. They're not going to be top 5.
What's happening right now.
They'd be top 10?
They're not top 5.
They would be top 10.
They're not top 5.
When was the last time Ohio State won a top 5 game?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
I know we
problem.
did. We won it.
Well, you did.
2 back-to-back games.
Clemson. Was that the last time?
This is 1, isn't it? Haven't we seen that stat published all over the place?
And that's the problem. Like, I think that's the main issue is that if you want a good team to be great, you have to look and say, yeah, they won that top 5 game, and they showed that that's what they can do, and that's the problem.
I'm not asking you to win every top 5 game.
No, because that's not
reality. Normal. Yeah, but you got to win some.
You have to win some.
You got to win half of them or so if you're the elite program, and that's what we're getting to.
I felt like I was undefeated in top 5 opponent matchup.
Maybe you were.
You probably were.
Maybe you were.
Yeah.
That's a good question, actually. I don't know.
That's where my argument went in terms of this game being bigger, because I think there's more at stake relating to all of that of like if they lose, it's one more top 5 game that they didn't win, and it's one more that they couldn't get done.
The bigger part of it all is that you and Dan Lanning had the same problems that Ryan Day had. He couldn't win the big time matchups, the top 5 and all those. Dan Lanning won that game. James Franklin has the same problem that
someone has to win, and someone has to lose.
Somebody got to feel this pain, and it better not be Ryan Day. It just better not be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
It is. I feel weird this week.
I do too.
Yeah.
I need to cut that out.
What? I got nerves.
Why?
I'm scared.
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
I don't fret.
Tyvus, the left side of the offensive line is going to be It's going to be jumbled up.
There's ways around that.
There's ways around it.
Yeah. Listen, the one thing about Ryan Day is he is an offensive guru, in my personal opinion. And then he went and got Chip Kelly, who's even more of an offensive guru. So they will figure it out. Like, they will be able to be effective. I think they got stubborn last game because they wanted to make a point of running the football. They wanted to be like, we can run the football against everybody, and that just wasn't the case.
Nicole, did that opening segment take a turn for you?
Yeah. Well,
we were kind of yelling and screaming at each other, weren't we?
I think this was the first time we kind of got heated, Tyvis. Like, are we cool? Are we okay?
I don't think so.
Are we in a fight?
Why would we be in a fight? Why would I be in a fight?
We're not in a fight. We're not in a fight.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen.
I love Nicole. I would never fight with Nicole.
No. But
we're going to bring in a surprise.
Yeah, both of you are wrong on who this being the biggest game of his career, though. Okay. Ryan Day's era. Like, I told you what the answer was.
Well, okay.
Money was on the wood there.
Maybe if you guys can see the perspective there, why don't you chime in? We've got the Buckeye Show voicemail and text line. As always, 614-460-2896. You can hit us on Twitter and X at the Buckeye Show as well. We're going to get you the very latest on Ryan Day's mind going into Penn State. All three of us were completely blown away, though, at what wasn't on his mind. That's coming up next. It's the Buckeye Show, full throttle on a Thursday on The Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
The meatloaf!
The Fan.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Imagine a tailgate, the heat of the flame, the sizzle of the burger, the squeeze of the ketchup. Grilling is essential to tailgating as the game itself. Weber grills are there in the hours, minutes, and even seconds before kickoff. Before the best damn band in the land plays the battle cry, signaling it's time to take the field. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This season, Weber created an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State grill inspired by the iconic Buckeye helmets. Find the best damn grill in the land at local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with Modern Office Methods, your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on free assessment.
There's nothing like having Common Man and T-Bone resting on your bosom.
Oh, for someone with no breasts, you've done very well for yourself.
Gross. Pick up the latest T-shirt in the Fan store or pick up merch from a show you actually like. We even have Ohio State and jacket stuff. Head to 971thefan.com.
If you recently lost health coverage due to a life change, Healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it was there for Marcus when he lost his job. And Keisha when she turned 26 and lost her parents' insurance. And Elena when she went off Medicaid. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov today to see if you're eligible to enroll. Limited time to enroll. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm just not sure that college is right for me.
Have you considered a career in dental assisting? I love my job as a dental assistant. I have flexible work hours, the money is good, and I get to work in a professional, people-oriented dental office. What I really love about my job is knowing that I give people a healthy smile.
For more information about becoming a dental assistant, contact your high school guidance counselor. Or if you are no longer in school, talk to a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Cloudy, windy, and warm with scattered showers on this Halloween evening. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Overnight, we'll lose the showers and drop down to the mid-40s. Still a bit breezy but dry to start off your Friday. Plenty of sunshine by Friday afternoon and a nice evening for high school football. Temperatures around 60 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Trying our best to make Tyvis Powell raise his voice at least 3 octaves.
Are you serious, Tim?
You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Yeah, we already had Tyvis raise a couple of octaves in that first segment. We were getting after it.
I'm no longer talking to Bodie.
We were getting after it.
Me and Jacob are no longer on speaking terms. Because he had a chance to have my back.
What did he do to you?
He had a chance to have my back, and he completely just
left you out to
get
out of here.
He know the answer, and he gonna say what he said.
Bodie's you leave him alone, all right? You leave him alone. You talk about protected rivalries. Well, that's our protected Bodie, all right? He's back there behind that glass. We protect him. By the way, I tried, for those of you that can't see us, you might be driving in your car. You might get home when the show's on. Hit us up on YouTube. Take over the big screen in the house. Maybe if you're passing out Halloween candy.
Have us on in the background.
Have us on in the driveway or the garage. People wheel out the
Put
TVs.
it on the projector.
Projector screen, Buckeye Show.
Yeah.
You got the fire pit out there.
Let the kids get close so I can go. Boo!
Well, then they could see that I sort of took a little stab at a Halloween costume because I'm Hungarian tracksuit man today.
You always are that, though.
Well, usually it's a Friday thing,
right,
but
I know.
He brought it out for Halloween.
I know, but I did go the extra mile to actually try to dress up.
I like that jacket.
And you guys, you're just wearing a crew neck hoodie, and you're just dressed like TV anchor woman.
What you mean? I got a nice sticker.
Yeah, I'm anchor woman. That's my costume.
I got a nice sticker. So
your sticker. What is your sticker? Oh,
congratulations! You did early voting. Good job.
Thank you.
Did you vote for Tyvis?
Yeah. Great job, Tyvis.
So I wrote in for president Tyvis Powell.
Okay. Oh, the right.
That's what I did.
No Ross Perot. Let me finish. By the way, Nicole Shearin, 10 TV, she's here.
Hi, folks.
Yep. Say hello. Tyvis Powell. He's always here. Oh, by the way, do you guys want to win tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series game at the Shoe? You say yes. The Fan is once again giving away tickets to the biggest Jackets fans. Here's how you can win a pair of tickets to the game as my voice cracks. Go to 971thefan.com. Then you fill out the Fan resume. The top 10 biggest fans, as decided by the Fan selection panel, win a pair of tickets to the game. You must be entered by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, November 3rd. Game is Saturday, March 1 at the Horseshoe. The Jackets battle the Red Wings. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or on the Ticketmaster app. All right, so Ryan Day had the radio show today here on a Thursday. It's one of the last chances we get to hear him talk about all things with the game coming up, and we know that this one is a big one. Despite where we all feel about it, biggest game of the era, whatever, where Tyvis sits, it is a huge, huge game here for this 2024 slate to even fathom if the Buckeyes have a second loss going into next week. What are we going to be saying? What are we going to be talking about? I do not know, but we know that the offensive line is going to be a big thing with Josh Simmons being out and Zen Michalski looking like he's not going to be able to go at left tackle either.
Dep's going to get challenged this week for sure. Got some veteran guys up there like Donnie and Seth and, Josh Fryer. So, these guys have experience, and so that's good. But they're going to be challenged in this environment as well. But they'll be ready. They'll be ready to go.
Nicole, the lack of the running game against Nebraska was one of the big things for me, for most Buckeye fans.
64 total yards on the ground for a team that, you've got Quinshawn and Trey. That can't happen. You can't win games with that. This Buckeye team is known for its run game. The run game opens up the passing game. I talked to Mac yesterday, and he kind of said, the wide receiver room, we kind of held him afloat, and we'll do that because we're all teammates. We're going to do that when one room's lacking. We kind of pick up the slack. But he said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The run game has to be working on Saturday if we want to win this game. And it's exactly right.
That's Big Ten football. Especially in November. I had a great coach by the name of Urban Meyer that said championships are won in November, and that's what you're playing for.
It's time.
And when you get this late in the season, that weather starts to break, even though we're having some of the best weather Ohio has ever seen. But with the weather starting to break soon, not say soon, hopefully not. Actually, I'm cool with it being 75. But anyways, as the weather starts to drop, that run game becomes essential. When it gets cold out there, some people don't want to be physical anymore. We have to get that going. One lineman cannot be the reason why you can't run the football.
I agree.
That's
Totally.
unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
One lineman shouldn't be the reason where you can't be that good of a team or a championship level team.
And
it's not here.
Don't get me wrong. Nebraska's run defense is good because they've only given up the rush touchdown to Indiana. That's the only team that's been able to score running the football on them.
I say that, though, and I do think that a left tackle is one of the 3 or 4 most important positions in your 22. In your 22. But here's Day talking about the defensive line. We know we had a famous performance from one of our defensive ends the last time they played in Happy Valley.
This game is going to be physical, and the most physical team will win this game. I think coming out of that game, there was a bunch of confidence, for the guys up front, getting a little bit more penetration in there, getting more of a rush on the passer. So we'll continue to work on those. But we all know that one thing we got to do is stop the run, and that's going to be the case this week.
The defense did look better, Tyvis. Defense played a different brand of football. Good play from the linebackers. I thought Cody Simon, though, was excellent. But one of those defensive ends, a Sawyer or a JTT, they got to show up big this Saturday.
Yeah, because, listen, the guy that's on the other team is a top 15 pick in the draft. So, to me, you got to outplay that guy. And the good news is you have the potential to do that. Both of these guys, Jack and JTT, have had games where they've absolutely taken over the game with their dominant performance. The problem that I've always had with both of them is that it's not consistent. You'll see it, and then it's gone for like 4 or 5 weeks, and then maybe you'll see it again. With this game, if you got NFL aspirations, okay, and you want to be a first-round pick, guess what game the scouts is going to say? Let me see your performance in that game right there. So they got to show up and they got to show out in this game. If that D-line plays to the potential that they're supposed to play at, it's not even going to be close. Like that means they'll stop the run game and they'll get after the quarterback who's dealing with an injury himself.
Who are you looking out for, James Franklin?
Tui Mau Lowell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One more try. Say that one more time for me, James.
Mau Lowell.
Almost. Guy almost.
You would think that he would know how to pronounce his name,
and 3 picks and 4 touchdowns against you.
He had the best game of his life against you. But if Ohio State wants to guarantee that they win on Saturday, JT lights out like he did before. I agree with you, Tyvis. I think it's one of those things where there was so much talk, especially at the beginning of this season, about Jack and JT coming back and everything. And I agree, you see spurts of it, but one of them is due for that lights out game. And you could cross your fingers that it comes on Saturday, but it's coming. And it needs to, because it can't just be that one and done. I got to see the consistency of it.
Yeah, it really is time.
It's time.
It really is.
They were both, to me, on a heater until the Oregon game. Like the rushing just 4 was fine because both of those guys was wreaking havoc. Even Tyleek was wreaking havoc. And that Oregon game humbled them. Nebraska game, you still haven't seen it quite yet. So
they were better, though. Tyleek was popping in that Nebraska game.
Yeah, it gave me a lot of confidence seeing the defense come out in the fourth quarter because Ryan Day always talks about we got to win the game in the fourth quarter.
And getting the pick.
Yeah, getting the pick was huge. Looking at that gave me a lot of confidence that they can win those games in the fourth quarter. But again, like you said, we saw it before Oregon, and then once they kind of faced that top 5 team, it couldn't happen.
I'd like to see Will Howard not have that one bad throw.
Yeah.
I just think that's who he is.
I know, but
I think it's just one a game.
But
It's just
you
going to
know
be
what,
one
though?
bad
I
throw.
think in certain games, though, that guy's got to not come out.
I will say no, because I think you know who I talked to Bernie Kosar about this today. And
Bernie.
I know.
Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie. Listen, he was saying that today, like, quarterbacks are taught to not make those throws, and it makes them play timid and things like that. And I agree with him. He said back when he was playing, the reason what made him so good is that he was fearless. He knew he could rip that ball in there. And I think he said, listen, if you're going to throw a pick, you better make sure you throw 2 touchdowns. It better be 2-1. Or if you're going to throw 2 picks, you better score 4 touchdowns. And I think Will has the ability to do that with the wide receivers that he has.
All right, there was another thing from Ryan Day's radio show that we didn't play for you yet that I actually missed it when the show was on, and then I saw it circulating, and we kept asking ourselves, he's not serious, right? He can't be serious. We'll tell you what that is. We'll show you what that is next. Nicole Shearin, 10 TV is here. Tyvus is here. It's the Buckeye Show, Full Throttle on a Thursday on the Fan.
It's Chuck and a very puffy, smooth-faced man. These are the first voices you should hear. Morning Juice. Your wake-up service.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
This football season, choose chill and go with the beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Whether you're at the shoe, the bar, or the basement, bring the Silver Bullets. You can win tickets to the game against that team up north on November 30th. Enter keyword kickoff at CoorsLight.com/college football. No purchase necessary. Open only to residents of Ohio through 10/31/24. See official rules for details at CoorsLight.com/college football. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
My furnace just went out.
Ma'am, have no fear. Dormar is here. We can get that furnace fixed fast.
Dormar, you guys are the best.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If your fall is anything like the people in my neighborhood, your weekends are full of driving kids to endless soccer things. So if you're going to be on the road, be as comfortable as possible. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend a new Lexus. That's not true, but I recommend it. Deal time, 2.99% finance rate on a 2024 RX. That's madness. 4.49% finance rate for a 2025 NX. And you can get up to $5,000 lease cash for a 2024 RX. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
The Christmas cash giveaways now at UDF. With UDrive Plus, 1 in 7 can play to win prizes instantly, including $1,000 weekly by buying specially marked items at UDF. No purchase necessary. Visit udrivecontest.com for official rules.
Attention, small business or sole proprietors. Do you want to save money on health care for your business? Be able to cover your employees with the best dental, doctors, and hospitals? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for the SACA Benefit Plan. Nearly 100,000 members strong in the state of Ohio. The SACA Benefit Plan is administered by Anthem and could be right for you. Small businesses, visit 844-medohio.com. That's medohio.com. The SACA Benefit Plan could be right for you. Visit 844-medohio.com.
Here's a quick listening guide. When something's on the Fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
30% of D1 athletes report betting-related threats and harassment after games. This threatens the safety and mental health of students like Jade.
I'm a college athlete, and I'm more than a bet. When you threaten my life and my family because you lost money, it really scares me.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts. And for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith, Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University, Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Talk and the latest updates on Ryan Day's beard. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, Nicole Shearin, 10 TV, the Bodeman back there, full throttle on a Thursday. I don't know how Ryan Day's neck beard is. I think the beard is strong, right?
It's actually really strong right now.
Full beard?
Yeah. Full throttle beard.
Full throttle beard.
Yeah.
Does he have a good neckline?
Yeah, actually.
Is he trimming that?
I think he really is very particular about it.
He's sharp with the line.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I got it. You
can't see the line, can you, Bodie?
Once I'm done with the Big Ten this year, I think I'm gonna let mine just go.
You're gonna let it shave November?
Well, I can't.
November.
I gotta wait till after
No
the
shave
Big
February.
Ten championship will be the last time I'm on TV.
All right, so December 7th.
Little fact about our friend right here. Never in his life has he taken an actual razor to his face.
What do you do?
Beard clipper. That's it. Just a trimmer.
My barber.
I'm talking about actual shaving.
Yeah.
He's never shaved.
Put the cream on your face
Can
and
we
raise.
shave you for the first time on radio on air?
I want to know.
I want to know.
I want to know one time
what it looks
what
like?
a beautiful, clean shaven Tyvis face looks like.
We'll never see it.
Why don't I get to know that?
We'll never see that.
I don't want money. I don't want fame to be a millionaire.
Because I've never
see
done
what your face looks like shaved.
I have not seen my face without hair on it since I was a kid.
Come on.
Let's place a bet, and if you lose, you have to do it. I don't know what that bet is yet,
but
give me a little bit.
There's no look at that right there.
If the Browns don't make the playoffs.
All right.
47% for the Buckeyes,
that's
right?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. They're right there. 47%.
Wins titles 6%. Wow. Okay.
Oh, boy. All right. We're off the pace.
Well, why
I mean,
is
the
Texas
best
16?
percentage is Texas 16%. And we don't know what the heck that means anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So Bodie in a minute is going to play a classic game with us. He's got some Buckeye football true or false questions prepared. But if you missed this part from the Ryan Day show today, a lot of us were talking about how can that be? Like, we understand they're super busy. This, I think, lets you read in even more to how stressed out everybody might be and how important this is and involved in this football season. Jim Lachey, take it away here.
We had Maurice Claret come and speak to the team at one point.
Nope, wrong clip. But good on Maurice Claret coming by to speak to the team.
Happy belated birthday to
That's
Maurice.
important too. Finger slipped. Jim Lachey, you start this up.
Coach, trick or treat. I'm sure you're not. Are you handing out Buckeyes? You know, that would be my guess. Is your favorite candy today?
Until you just said it, I had no idea that it was Halloween.
Did you know the World Series was settled yesterday?
I actually did not know that either.
Okay, the Dodgers ended up winning that. You missed a good series.
I can tell you what we did at practice yesterday. That's about it. I'll tell you what's going on in this game. That's about it.
That's perfect from Jim. Like the way he sets it up. He suggests Buckeyes. Perfect for the Buckeye coach to hand out like Marsha's Buckeyes. That's absolutely outstanding. Or Anthony Thomas, whatever. And then the way he just casually talks about the World Series. Oh, okay. Well, the Dodgers won. It was a great series. You know, Freddie Freeman and home runs all over the place.
You got to relax.
Also, shout out to my Dodgers. I just got to give them that love real quick. Hometown team, let's go.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you, guys.
Must be nice.
Must be
Thank you,
nice.
guys.
Must be
Sorry.
nice.
He didn't know that it. Oh, do we believe him? Do we buy that?
You know-
True or false? Ryan Day didn't know that it was Halloween today.
True, I believe it because he needs to he need to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
he does.
He got to relax.
Mm-hmm.
Like you trying way too hard. You go. That's how Urban messed himself up. You gonna stress yourself out doing that. Like you got to relax.
I don't think Ryan has been relaxed since the Oregon loss. Well, maybe before Oregon.
No, I'm about to say he ain't been relaxed since they lost to the Wolverines 3 years ago.
But like there was a major shift with angry Ryan Day. Stressed Ryan Day. I mean, yeah, I believe that he didn't know it was Halloween, but I don't know. That's a little concerning. Like, and I get it. You're locked in. I get that your focus is not on Halloween, but wow. That's really telling.
You got to have time to relax. You can't be locked in 24 hours a day.
Exactly.
That's too much.
No, it's too much.
Yeah, it's...
Even I played in the game, and I was I was still joking on the field. So, like,
Ryan, we understand like all the stuff that's out there. It could be hard, right? It is. It's high stress, high anxiety. It's a big job. You gotta find some minutes to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Think in your mind for a second about your favorite Halloween candies, which we'll do later on. Believe me. Believe that. We still got to hear from Mike Leach tonight. A couple of famous press conferences, candy related. We got to have our intervention with Joshua Perry at 7:19.
We have to.
That's happening tonight.
First of all, his name is Josh Perry.
He might be Josh until he explains this candy situation.
Don't ever call him Joshua around me.
He might.
His name is Josh.
Hey, by the way, Deanna tweeted at the show. You can talk to us here at The Buckeye Show, Twitter and X. Deanna says she's listening to the show and passing out candy for Halloween. She took the picture of the porch setup. She's got like the construction grade amplifier, the Milwaukee thing with the 97.1 right there. That's fantastic. That. Yeah, good on you. All right, Bodeman, we flip it over to you. You got a little Buckeye football, true or false set up for us. Let's go.
Let's do it, Tim. We kind of talked about this one a little bit earlier, but nevertheless, Ohio State's season is over. Not literally going to end Saturday night, of course, but over in terms of playoff aspirations if they lose this Saturday to Penn State. True or false?
I'll say false as of this week because you just don't know what the rest of the football season will unfold. But as far as the vibe and the feeling, it's going to feel like it's over.
Yeah.
But it won't be.
Yeah, I agree. It's false. But again, the feeling is it will be over if they lose.
I'm so glad that you guys have had a change of heart. You guys, you know,
I haven't had a change of heart. I mean,
it went from the biggest game of his career to, it'll still be all right. They still got a shot. I like that.
Just 2 segments. You just flipped it right around.
I could talk y'all into reality. Because
we're heading towards election day, Tyvis. I'm changing my stance.
Overreaction is a big thing, especially in the moment. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, it's the Buckeyes. And on top of all of that, what is it about the Buckeyes that I would say maybe only 3 other teams have? It's a brand. They're not leaving the Buckeyes. You know how much money that is? You leaving on the table, not having the Buckeyes in the playoffs? They'll be in. Trust me.
It might help you out for a slot or 2.
That's fine. Yeah. They just need the 11th
seed. With the 12-team playoff, they just need one slot or 2.
Just need the 11th seed. It's
going to depend on what people ahead of you do, though, and you'll be counting on losses and other people to handle it for you.
So let's just not do that.
Let's
just make it easy.
Next
up, Buckeye fans should be more worried about the secondary rather than the offensive line against the Nittany Lions.
The secondary?
Did you watch the game 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah, but did you see that? But come on now, like that. You're talking about
Tyvis, true or false?
False.
You answer.
False.
I'm gonna say false.
Because listen, you're talking about Oregon's receivers versus Penn State receivers. Like, don't get me wrong, Penn State's receivers has gotten a lot better.
They always have a guy that you're not really respecting. And then the game hits and pow.
Listen,
right?
You know who that guy is?
Julian Fleming.
No, heck no. The guy is Tyler Warren, the tight end.
Yeah.
That's Caleb Downs or Sonny, whoever's checking him. That's the assignment because that's the guy that they're going to keep giving the ball to because he's quickly look like he might be a first-round pick if he really have a big game against the Buckeyes.
Yeah. Hopefully not Harrison Wallace III. Isn't that guy?
Trey Wallace.
All right, next.
Yeah.
Speaking of that tight end, Tyler Warren, he will be the best non-quarterback offensive player Ohio State faces this entire regular season.
Nicole?
Non-quarterback. I mean, I think he's up there, but the best this whole season, no. I think they faced some of the... Wait, Did you say?
Are you counting Oregon?
Yeah,
or
are you
just
counting
from
Oregon?
here on
Yes,
forward?
counting Oregon.
Okay, no, I think they face better against Oregon.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's up there, but
Their running back and their receiver weapons.
The running back and the receiver weapons that Oregon had, I think kind of it's unmatched compared
I'll
to
say
Penn
false.
State.
Warren
Yeah.
is up there.
He's definitely up there.
He's up there,
Yeah.
top 5 now.
Yeah.
Warren can do it all.
He's a good player.
He's a really good player.
He's going to be a problem.
And they
if they're
know
not
he's
ready.
going to be a problem. I think with Penn State, like they know he's going to be a problem as opposed to with Oregon. There were some more weapons that they knew were going to be issues. But yeah, he's up there for sure.
All right, next.
Next up, Penn State's defense will cause more problems for Ohio State's offense than Oregon's offense did for the Buckeyes' defense.
Penn State defense.
This is like making my brain really process.
Penn State's defense will cause more problems than Ohio State's offense than Oregon's offense did for Ohio State's defense.
What's the tougher matchup? Ohio State going against Oregon's offense or Ohio State going against the Penn State defense, would you say?
Yeah, I know.
Oregon's offense.
Oregon's offense.
Yeah, absolutely Oregon's offense.
Yeah, so
I mean,
false.
their quarterback.
False. Yeah,
their
I was like, wait,
quarterback
is that true? False.
their quarterback is like in the Heisman, and
Yeah,
he's like
exactly.
about to be the most thrown touchdown passes in college history.
Well, when you play 9 years, I mean,
Yeah, you got to come there.
Give me the last good one you have here.
Last
Wrap it up.
one. Both teams are in the top 10 nationally in scoring defense. 24 points will win this game.
True. I say true.
Would you go lower if I said 21?
True.
No, I like 24.
True.
24.
I like the number. Yeah, I like 24.
21
but,
I
I
think
mean, if you
24-21 could be the game.
If you went 21, yeah, I could go
20.
21.
All right.
No, not 20.
19.
Well,
Settle down over there.
Can we go?
a little thing called You'll See. All right. Nicole Shearin, 10 TV, thanks for
Thanks for
stopping
having me,
by.
guys.
Yeah,
Always so much fun.
What's coming up tonight?
We've got lots in sports. We've got Buckeyes. We've got a little Blue Jacket action. We've got high school football action going on. We've got it all.
Great.
So tune in, y'all.
What time are you on?
11:15.
There you go. Hit it there, everybody. Nicole, thanks for doing it. We are going to be talking to one of the more inspirational Buckeye football players I have ever heard or read about or seen, and that is Tyson Gentry, wide receiver. He is going to join us next. It's the Buckeye Show, Full Throttle on a Thursday on The Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with Modern Office Methods, your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on Free Assessment.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Friday night in the Buckeye State means only one thing: high school football, baby. Join Ryan Baker and Coach Lee Cochran for Byers Dublin Subaru High School Overtime.
Friday night at 9:30.
Your home of all things football. The Fan.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
A vote for Sherrod Brown is a vote against Donald Trump. Sherrod Brown has spent 31 years in Washington, D.C., backing radical liberal policies.
Late-term partial birth abortion, where the baby is partially delivered alive. Trans biological men in girls' sports and bathrooms. Puberty blockers and even sex change surgery for children. Amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants.
Brown's liberal policies are the opposite of the Trump agenda, and Brown would oppose Trump at every turn. To undo the damage of the last 4 years, President Trump and Ohio need Republican Bernie Moreno in the Senate. 6 more years of Sherrod Brown? He's for they, them, not you. Sherrod Brown has let us down. He's way too liberal for Ohio.
Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. GI Bill, SkillBridge, and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Stickers on helmets make us happy. This is the Buckeye Show.
Back here on a nice spooky Halloween edition of the Buckeye Show. And it's time to open up the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Tyvis, I'm so glad to talk to our guy, Tyson Gentry.
It's a treat. Ooh, I can't wait.
I know. And you know what? I think, Buckeye fans have become familiar with his story. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you got to give almost everything to this sport, to this game that you play. And when you represent the Scarlet and Gray and you want to be an Ohio State, football player, we understand the dangers of this game when you put that uniform and you put the pads on. But we're really happy to have Tyson Gentry, who represents this foundation that he runs with his wife. And it's awesome to have you here, Tyson. Thanks for being on the Buckeye Show. Happy Halloween. I understand you got a couple of boys, right? We're doing some trick-or-treating tonight, right?
Oh, yeah. We are proudly representing the School of Hogwarts tonight. So both boys are going to be Harry, and my wife is going to be the owl, Hedwig, I believe is the name.
Yeah.
And then I found a adult size, basically onesie. It's a Hogwarts uniform. It's got a hood on it, so I won't be cold. So we're good to go.
Oh, that is perfect. If my wife were here, she could talk you to death with all things Harry Potter. She's seen every single movie about 17 times. But Tyson, I wasn't here, when you were playing at Ohio State, but there was this article I remember that ESPN.com, and maybe you remember being interviewed by them. It was back in around 2016 when Kurt Coleman from the Panthers was in the Super Bowl. And I loved everything about it. Obviously, it's tremendously sad what you gave up and the hit you took and being paralyzed. But the bond that you formed with Kurt Coleman and just everything that came from that, it just was the most bittersweet thing that I think I ever read. And it's an unbelievable story of courage and how you chose to handle things after an injury that you could not control.
Yeah, for sure. I think, honestly, it really just comes down to the fact that all the circumstances surrounding my injury, as unfortunate as it was, all the circumstances were really positive. Like you mentioned before, we know how violent of a game football can be, but the hit that I took was a really routine tackle. I just landed awkwardly is really all it came down to, and Kurt kind of landed on top of me, and I think just between his weight and the way I landed, it was instant. And so, you know, it was a dream for me to play for Ohio State. I set that goal as a young kid, and to put on the scarlet and gray and be able to be a part of that brotherhood that I'm still very thankful for to this day. And I honestly wouldn't change a thing. The way that things played out, there has been so much good that has come from my injury, and I met my wife after my injury. Would not have met her had I not broken my neck. We had a class together, and we were actually both late to class on the first day. Truth be told, I was a little bit later than her, so I'll give her that.
I think you're allowed. I think you're allowed, Tyson.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure she's going to give me some flack if I don't at least acknowledge that. But she had to sit in the back in the wheelchair accessible desk, and, you know, we just kind of hit it off and became friends and started dating a few months later. But, you know, it's just, again, I'm constantly sharing with people that we all go through bad situations, but you have to focus on those silver linings and the good that can come from bad situations.
You know, Tyson, after going through all of that, and, you know, that's nice. Ohio State does do some nice things for you. You know, I think I met my wife through college here as well, so it was able to open the door for me and my family as well, so I can relate to you on that one. After the football plans is over, after you sustain your injury, you know, what led to you wanting to be a motivational speaker, and what led to you opening up a foundation and things like that? And how long did it take you to get to that you wanted to do those things?
Yeah, so great questions. I think it really just comes down to a big part of it is who you are as a person, for sure. But, you know, you experience it, I'm sure, with your time at Ohio State, that you are shown just how powerful your platform can be when you're an Ohio State football player, and the good that you can do in the world with that platform. And, you know, once I kind of went through that mourning process of coming to terms with my injury and realizing that my future is going to look very different than what I expected, I think it just was very obvious to me that I have another platform. And to be honest, I mean, I was a walk-on at Ohio State. I transitioned from being a punter to a receiver, which was my main position in high school. But, you know, I probably wouldn't have seen much playing time given the competition that I was up against. And to be honest, like, who really would know who I am if I was just some former walk-on at Ohio State? So, you know, my injury has given me an amazing platform to reach people that I never would have met or known otherwise. And that, the answer was easy. It's just having my family by my side. The amount of support that I received from family and friends, obviously teammates and coaches who were there, was paramount to my recovery and my mental health. And so, honestly, from there, it was a matter of, okay, now what do we do for the family and friends? And travel expenses. My parents, just driving back and forth, the 2-hour drive one way from Sandusky to Columbus.
Yeah.
That gas, the gas expense added up a lot. So then you take into consideration the fact that you've got people staying in hotels or flying, and that financial burden really adds up quickly. So it was really just an awesome fit that kind of came together, and we found a great niche that has made a big difference in the lives of a lot of families.
Well, it really is amazing what you're doing. Tyson Gentry, Ohio State wide receiver, is with us, folks, on the Buckeye Show. And I mean it. It's inspirational. You've got one of the best attitudes I think I've ever seen or heard of for someone that had to endure that type of injury and find a way to stay positive and keep on going. I just think it's a fantastic life lesson for anybody that's listening, that's struggling with anything, maybe something it's not even in the same ballpark as that kind of physical injury, but just the outlook. It's amazing. And Tyson, the New Perspective Foundation, before we go, you guys are trying to raise a little extra funds, which is what you're doing there. Great. For financial assistance, for travel accommodations, like you said, for individuals with spinal cord injuries. You've got tickets for the big game, for the big game at the end of the regular season. You got 4 tickets and a parking pass. This is big bucks for these. Where do they go to get themselves a raffle ticket?
Yeah, so the easiest way to purchase a raffle ticket is to You can either Google my name and our foundation's website should come up, but it's just newperspective.org, and it's PER perspective, not PRO. So newperspective.org. There's a link at the top that'll say raffle, and just follow that. But yeah, the tickets are pretty incredible. They're on the 25-yard line, right behind the home sideline, in the north side of the stadium. And then the parking pass is right outside the east side of the stadium, so you'll be able to park right there and tailgate, have a real Buckeye experience, and watch Ohio State hang 100 on Michigan this year. Let's do it.
Let's go. Come on, man. Give me that positivity. We got the big game coming up this weekend we're excited for, and no doubt that one final game of the regular season after Thanksgiving will be huge.
Got to get back in the win column. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss when we turn things back around.
3 years of pent-up aggression is going to come out, I hope. It's going to be a thing to watch.
Oh, man, it's got to be. It's got to be. Tyson Gentry, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for doing it. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it, and thanks for having me on the show.
Good stuff. Tyson on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. That was really cool. Hey, our man, Bodie Wells, he's going to take us through college football, including a chaotic situation that our friends in the ACC could be going through. We keep our finger on the college football pulse. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a big promotion at no cost to you through our small business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. Sweepstakes rules and restrictions apply.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Start at Columbus State Community College. Columbus State equips you with the skills to launch a high-tech career in Columbus's fastest-growing fields, including cybersecurity, software development, and more. That's why employers fueling Central Ohio's tech boom hire our graduates. Plus, our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Take the first step. Apply at cscc.edu/IT.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If your fall is anything like the people in my neighborhood, your weekends are full of driving kids to endless soccer things. So if you're going to be on the road, be as comfortable as possible. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend a new Lexus. That's not true, but I recommend it. Deal time, 2.99% finance rate on a 2024 RX. That's madness. 4.49% finance rate for a 2025 NX. And you can get up to $5,000 lease cash for a 2024 RX. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus, The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. Yeah, Buddy Wells. We'll start with college football this weekend. It's another top 5 matchup on the road for the Buckeyes as number 4 Ohio State and number 3 Penn State meet in Happy Valley. It's a noon kickoff on Saturday at Beaver Stadium. Our pregame coverage will begin right here on the Fan at 6:30 on Saturday morning. Week 9 of the NFL's regular season gets underway in East Rutherford tonight. That's where the 2-6 Jets will host the 6-2 Texans. Kickoff is about an hour and change away at 8:15. You can listen to that game right here on the Fan with coverage starting at 8 o'clock. In hockey, the Jackets wrap up the homestand tomorrow night as they host Winnipeg at Nationwide Arena. Face-off is at 7. It's the first of a back-to-back for the Blue Jackets as they'll play the Capitals in the nation's capital on Saturday afternoon. And in the NBA, the Cavaliers improved to 5-0 last night with a win over the Lakers. Next up, the Cavs will host the Magic tomorrow night in Cleveland. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Roof Revivers. Whether your roof needs a quick repair or a full replacement, Roof Revivers has you covered. Visit roofrevivers.com today.
All right, Halloween lovers. A thirsty Thursday, best night of the week, a great holiday. I'm Timmy Hall. That's Tyvis Powell, our man, the Bode Man, back there on the desk. Before we do a little college football things, I got to tell you about a thing that's coming up on November 12th, on Tuesday. It's the Make a Difference Gala. Do you say gala or gala, Tyvis?
I'm a gala guy.
I'm a gala guy.
But
Bodie, gala or gala?
Yeah, gala.
The apples, though, I say gala.
Yeah, isn't that strange?
The gala
I think
apples.
I'm with you on that.
I think I say that too.
I learned the other day that there is a ludicrous apple, which I thought was fantastic. Luda.
What would our man Nate Bargatze say about the different ways we say gala and gala in terms of the ball and the apple? But anyway, this Make a Difference Gala is at High Bank Distillery in Grandview. You're going to have bourbon, food, and fun with Brady Quinn, Bobby Carpenter, Jake Ballard,
Sanzi boy,
and Bo Bishop. The gala benefits the Third and Goal Foundation, making a difference in the lives of veterans. Get your tickets today at 971thefan.com. 21 or older, please drink responsibly. I heard Bo called in to Man and Bone today at 4 o'clock. Did either of you guys hear this? Did you hear this while you were driving in?
No, did you really?
Yeah. There was like a big thing between them.
You gotta get out of your silo, Tyvis.
Right. I mean, try listening to some other shows other than the ones that you're on.
Excuse me. I was driving from Cleveland, and they don't get
radio?
They don't get 97.1 up there.
They have the app on your phone. The Fan app. It works everywhere in the world.
Wait a minute. We have an app.
Driving.
Oh my God. I guess we haven't advertised enough to our own employee.
We have an app. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is breaking news.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I got to look this up.
We've got 971thefan.com. We're just going to turn this into a whole promo segment. We've got the Fan app. We've got the radio. We even have ESPN Columbus and the Fans HD too.
One right there. Look at that.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Fan.
I sure as heck hope that Fish is not listening right now. You're going to have a meeting. You're going to get one of those. You
learn something new every day.
You're going to get one of those, hey,
I downloaded it.
Let's talk. Hey, mind if we chat?
Listen, there's a lot of people out there right now that's trick-or-treating that had no idea that this was a thing until right now. And
so,
I got it.
I didn't even get to finish. Bo called in to Man and Bone today. And it sounded like Man was a little upset that he hadn't even been invited or asked to attend the event. Then, as he always does, he got that elusive invite, and he let him down easy and said, "You know what? I appreciate that, but I'm busy that night. I have choir practice or something like that." I also did not get an invite.
I didn't either
to the event.
Well, I'm not a drinker though. Isn't it a bourbon thing?
It is a bourbon thing.
Yeah, that's.
But I understand that for you. They do have food as well.
What day is it?
It's Tuesday, November 12th.
What time?
Well, it's all the times. All night.
24 hours.
All night long.
Well, I couldn't do it because I have to work with you.
Yes, you will be. Yeah. Work's your new favorite. Make work your favorite.
You know, I love being at the Fan, even though I just learned about the app. Now I can listen to it at all times.
I will say, though, for Bo, I had to be bad enough at radio to vacate that time slot so you could keep doing it again and doing it much better.
What are you talking about?
That was me on that time slot before Bo.
Oh,
I had to
you're
suck.
talking about way back when.
I was really fascinating if you think about it.
Who was it, you and
I
who?
had to be bad enough to lose that time slot, but just good enough to stay at the radio station.
Who was it? Who were you with?
It was Tim and Beanie.
Huh.
Thanks for listening.
What year was this? What year was this?
This was back 2017, 2018, 2019.
I was playing in the league, so
he was in the league, busy.
If I knew about the fan app back then, I would have definitely.
Sorry, I was had bass guitar lessons. Couldn't listen.
Bodie, what do you got?
Don't do that.
What?
You're the one at fault.
No, I'm
You're
not.
the one at fault there, not me.
Bodie's been waiting patiently.
He has. He's been a good boy.
We will start here, guys. There are still 4 teams in the ACC that are undefeated in conference play this season. Kind of 5. Notre Dame hasn't lost to an ACC team either this year, for whatever it's worth. Did lose to a MAC team.
Who cares?
Not an ACC team. I care, Tyvis.
He cares.
And if I care, you as a friend should care. Those 4 teams, though, it'll be down to 3 this weekend because Southern Methodist University, they will play host to Pittsburgh.
Oh, thank God.
And one of those 2 teams is going to lose.
Thank God some of this gets solved.
Yeah, eventually, right? But nevertheless, the winner of that game, plus Clemson and Miami, could all finish undefeated in conference play this season because they don't play each other the rest of the way. If that were to happen, I have no clue who would go to the conference title game in this scenario.
Wouldn't it be the winner of Pitt and SMU in Miami because they haven't lost at all? They're
not necessarily.
Right?
Yeah, but Clemson hasn't lost either.
There's going to be different tiebreakers.
They have a loss on their season.
Doesn't matter,
Not
though.
in conference play, though.
Yeah.
So, the records don't matter?
We can have that discussion, and I think you can convince me because Bodie and I talked about this too.
If Miami finishes 12-0 and Pitt/SMU finish 12-0 and Clemson is 11-1, why wouldn't they? They got the best record.
Well,
Yeah,
we need
but
to
then
boil it. We need to find 2 though. We need to boil it down to just 2 teams. So you still got 3 in the mix there.
Also, punishing Clemson for playing Georgia in the non-conference slate versus. I don't know exactly who they played.
They didn't.
But Pittsburgh played West Virginia and 2, directional schools.
One of those teams you mentioned his only loss was to BYU, who's a top team in the country.
SMU is the only loss, 3-point loss against BYU, who is undefeated.
SMU lost already?
Yes.
I thought they were undefeated.
Yeah.
So Pittsburgh is the only one that's undefeated.
Yeah, them and
Miami.
In
Miami.
Well, then it's going to be
Thanks
Miami.
to the ACC review.
No,
system.
not necessarily. That's what we're saying.
And
it's not just about being
that's
overall
blasphemy.
I agree, but he's saying it's not just about overall undefeated. Undefeated in ACC play, 3 of them could still get to perfect 8-0s. And that would...
there's 3 Big Ten teams right now that could still...
Yeah.
I know Ohio State fans don't want to hear that scenario, obviously,
it'd be
but
Penn
Indiana,
State,
Penn State, and Oregon could
yeah.
all go undefeated.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. And then we'd have to go looking down the long line of tiebreakers,
yeah.
which apparently in the ACC's case, maybe it's going to be the same in the Big Ten's case. I would imagine they share a lot of these tiebreaker bullet points because it's the same type of setup now. Divisionless, which is what we wanted, right? We wanted the best 2 teams to just play again in the conference championship so we could avoid having what we perceive to be the 6th best team.
The Big Ten West winner
Just
every
making
year.
making it to the conference championship and having a chance to sneak in that way. That seems wrong, and I'm with that. But that 4th bullet point was something like the win percentage of all your conference opponents. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And so you'd have to, we can't obviously take the time to do that and go look at all these, who cares about these ACC schools, but that's what it would come down to. Something crazy like that.
I think the best matchup would probably be Miami versus Clemson, but Pitt's been really dominant lately. So if they beat SMU,
Have they been dominant or have they just been winning? They've been winning.
They routed Syracuse.
Yeah, they did, and with 3 pick sixes.
9 pick sixes.
Yeah, they didn't even have to put up any offense. And the week before, they needed Cal to miss a field goal on their home turf at Acrisure.
Yeah, Heinz
we
Field.
play. We borrow the Steelers field. We're Pitt. Yeah,
they do that.
That's their stadium. Yeah, that's their field.
Pittsburgh plays at Heinz Field?
Well, I can see we've got the number one Pitt Panthers expert.
Wow.
Right here with us.
You learn something new every day.
In the last 5 minutes, Tyvis. He's learned that we actually have a fan app. How long you had that? 30 years. And he now has learned that Pitt plays at the Steelers Stadium.
Just a real
How long
nice
did
surprise.
it is?
It's catching me off guard. I got bigger
How long
fish
have you been
to fry.
playing there? 30 years.
Probably even longer, to be honest with you.
All right, Bo, man. One more.
All right, guys, since we're only going to do one more, we'll sneak this one in. Never too early to look ahead to next season, right? Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald reported yesterday that Notre Dame and Miami will open up next season, playing one another on Labor Day weekend down in South Beach.
Oh.
The Canes and Irish were supposed to play this year. Miami backed out of that agreement because they knew what was going to happen if they had to come to South Bend. But nevertheless, the Catholics versus Convicts rendition will be played in South Beach next year, and then they'll play in the following year.
Forget about Coke versus woke.
Yeah.
This is the game that we need.
Exactly.
The Catholics and convicts.
Is Riley Leonard leaving after this season?
He's leaving, yeah.
So y'all will have
Unfortunately. Everybody hated on him 9-10 weeks ago, but I'd love to have him back next year. He's been rolling.
So who will be the guy?
It's going to be
Sam Hartman.
Grant. 7th-year Sammy. Probably, never know, but probably going to be
Cam Rising.
Lloyd Carr's grandson.
That's
CJ.
what I figured.
Yep.
CJ Carr.
Carr versus the Convicts.
All right, Boatman. Just a real nice surprise.
It's just a real nice surprise.
All right, we have to do something. We have to do something important in the next segment. One of Tyvis's best buds.
We are not best buds.
And that too is going to make it fun. We're gonna have an intervention live on the air to clear something up with Buckeye linebacker great and sports media star Joshua Perry. Something's been going on, and we got to talk about it. Can't wait. That is next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
This promo is brought to you by Common Man and Timmy Hall's Ping Pong Game. The Fan.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with modern office methods. Your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on Free Assessment.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
Hey, Buckeye fans! As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
Remember how that little girl in Poltergeist was in the TV?
They're here.
Yeah? Well, she's actually dead now. It's quite sad. Anyway, watch your favorite fan shows on your TV by subscribing to us on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan. Do it now.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now in the meat department, you can save big on bone-in pork back ribs. They're on sale for just $3.49 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture expert technicians who are quick but not rushed. When you hear the bell, breathe in and out. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today and find automotive peace. No appointment needed.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little rough for the trick-or-treaters on this Halloween. Temperatures in the mid-70s. It'll be warm but windy with some scattered showers and a couple of downpours. Overnight, we'll fall all the way back down to the mid-40s with clearing skies and still a bit of a breeze. Plenty of sunshine by Friday afternoon and a nice night for football. Temperatures running around 60 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Broadcasting live from DeVere Posey's wonderful Cologne Emporium, also known as the Fan Studio. This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Yeah, you can actually smell it from last Wednesday. You can still smell it.
Is it really that loud to you?
Well, we're having fun here on a Full Throttle Thursday. Happy Halloween to all you fine Buckeye fans out there. I'm Timmy Hall. That is Tyvis Powell. The Bode Man is back there. By the way, we are sponsored by our good friends at CareSource and by Coors Light. We thank them for sponsoring this lovely radio program. We're going to go and talk to a Buckeye great right now. But the reasons that we're doing it are not good reasons. He is our good buddy. One of Tyvis's best friends, too.
After these allegations he's dropping himself on the totem pole.
Oh, come on. Give him a chance. Give him a chance, all right? He is number 37. He's a sports media celeb now. Our guy, Joshua Perry. Joshua, it's been far too long since you have graced the waves of the Buckeye Show. I feel like you're on every show here on the station, and I don't want to bother you all that much. But how you doing, my man?
Well, first off, it's great to catch up with you, Timmy. It has been a little while. You know, I do morning juice and caught up with Bo Bishop last week. And, the guys, Man and Bone, they really never asked me to come say anything, although Bone had something to say about my tweet. But it's good to catch up with you guys. Also, fun fact, did not know that DeVere Posey was a guy who liked to lay on the cologne like that. So I'll keep that in mind.
Joshua, believe me when I tell you, you have no idea.
He might need to do one less squirt, like one less.
One?
Yeah, it's just one.
When we're done with this intervention with Joshua, we're going to have one with DeVere about bathing in cologne. But
I wasn't told this was going to be an intervention.
Well, you usually don't tell somebody when you're about to have. That's the one key component of the intervention is they don't know when the chair's there, the friends are all there. Oh, what was that? I thought we were having dinner together. So the list here, we got to address it. You say Happy Halloween. Time for my top 3 candy list this year. Number 1, Werther's. Wow, like head turn. 2, Circus Peanuts. Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
3 Whoppers. Okay, all right. We got Whoppers.
He's trolling.
And then he posts the photos of all these. He said, if I went trick-or-treating and only got these 3 candies, I'd be the happiest man in America. Honorable mention to candy corn. Let me know your top 3. I love this, too. For people that have listened to us for a long time, you remember our guy, Sticker Brad. Joshua, did you even meet Sticker Brad when you were here with us?
Bradley Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Okay, good. He's your guy. He's the top commenter where he just says, just an insane list. And I can just read his deadpan delivery with that, to which you reply, disagree. But Joshua, what is going on? Please just explain to us what is going on. Are you trolling everybody?
I'm not trolling. I promise you that. So Werther's have over probably the last 5 or so years taken the top spot as my favorite candy. It's delicious, it's sweet, it's buttery. They're really easy to transport. Your grandparents probably did it. Your grandmother did it in the bottom of her purse. Your grandfather probably did in his pocket. I prefer to keep them in the backpack or the pocket. They are ridiculously good, and you can find them at every Dollar Tree, so they're not very expensive. The circus peanuts, I know, is a little bit of a crazy one for people. I prefer to open up the bag and actually let them get just a little bit stale so I can get that right bite to it when I'm eating them, but just like sweet and delicious. And then finally Whoppers. Like, I know people like chocolate candy. I'm not a huge chocolate candy guy, but you get me something with a little bit of pop and a little bit of crisp to it, and now we're in business. So, I mean, if you guys don't want these candies for Halloween, that's perfectly fine. I know both of you have children. Hopefully they're enjoying their Halloween. Send them to me. Send them to me if you don't want them, because I will enjoy them.
Well, first of all, this is the thing. As you being the godfather of one of my beautiful daughters, she says, "Hey, by the way, what do you know what she would do to you if you tried to offer her these candy? First of all, you got a peanut allergy. So when I seen circus peanuts,
that's why he likes the peanuts.
It kind of threw me off a little bit.
Well, first off, your daughter is typically kind of mean to me anyway, so I feel like this would be par for the course, Titus. Number one. But the circus peanuts, they're not legitimate. They're just shaped like them, and I think it's fun and whimsical to be able to enjoy it in that form, knowing I can't eat the real deal.
All right, Joshua, I want to let you like what you like. This is America. You should like what you like.
No, he shouldn't.
Can we make sure that I don't know if you're passing out candy tonight, we can't just have those 3 candies to give out to the kids. We know that much, right? We know other people don't enjoy these 3 so much.
Yeah, no, I mean, these aren't the only 3 candies I enjoy. I like Necco wafers. I really love lemon heads. So, like, we got options. I'm not doing the trick-or-treating tonight. I'm at the airport right now. So no children will be harmed by the candies that are given out, and harm as in, like, they don't like the candy, throw it away.
I got to say, I got to say, you really brought me back with the lemon heads. When you said Necco wafers, that was like, it was so much insanity, but the lemon heads was a good call out of you, I will say.
I got to step in here, Josh. As James's uncle here, like this, you're not about to give my nephew this type of stuff when he gets older. Like that, he needs the regular candy. Like, you're going to ruin a childhood with this.
You can try it. Like, I'm not going to force him to have any type of candy that he doesn't want to have, just like I don't like people trying to force me not to eat the candies I enjoy.
All right. I think we accomplished some things here. We let him have the explanation. We let him say his piece about the candies.
I got one more thing I need to ask, unrelated to candy. Are you still sleeping in jeans?
It's not sleeping, it's napping. But yes.
I think you said something too, Joshua. Didn't you have a nap ranking that I saw a little while ago? And I think we're on the same page of one of these. I think you tweeted out how a golf coverage nap is one of life's great things. Was that you?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's the perfect sport for sleeping.
Oh, man. It really is. It's something about when you're in the middle of the summer and we don't have we're free of football season, and most of the big sports seasons are in their off season. And it's just a regular old PGA Tour event, and the sunlight is streaming in one of your windows, 4 o'clock on a Sunday. You've had a cold glass of lemonade already, Tyvis, and you just doze off.
Right to some golf. Wait, before we let you go, Why not Kit Kats? Why Whoppers instead of Kit Kats?
Kit Kats are disgusting, bro. They are awful, honestly. My mom used to like them. I think she probably still does. I don't keep track of her candy consumption. I ate them as a kid, and they never really did it for me. They always had a funny aftertaste. The wafer was not getting it done.
What about a Milky Way?
Oh, I like a Milky Way.
Okay.
There we go. There you go.
How do you feel about Junior Mints? Because when I was a kid, I used to slap the movie theater box of Junior Mints like it was nothing.
Love. Who's turning down a Junior Mint?
Me.
Joshua?
Me.
Right. Okay.
No, you're wrong, Tyvis.
I'm wrong.
Joshua
Do you
wins
see that
one here.
list?
I see the
I'm
list.
wrong.
We're moving past the list, though. We're trying to relate now. That's what we're doing. Joshua, you're always great. Funny guy. You're doing a fantastic job. You're in the airport. Where are you headed? Where's the game this weekend? Remind us.
I'm just headed to the studio in Connecticut, man. So, it's actually a good vibe. I think there are a lot of people in the Stamford, Greenwich, Connecticut area that probably carry around Werthers in their pocket or their bag. So I'm going to be in the perfect spot this weekend.
Hey, real quick, what's your read on Ohio State, Penn State, and how's this one going to shake out, do you think?
You guys got to bring it, right? Like, the it that I'm talking about is that thing that you can't quite put your finger on. But, it was uninspired last week, and you can't walk into Happy Valley like that. I know they've been listening to everybody talk about it, people in media, former players, so they know exactly what they've got to do. And frankly, they're the better team. James Franklin is awful at these things, the big games, so I think Ohio State is going to be able to get it done here. But they have to have that it mentality when they go on the road into an environment like that.
All right, good stuff. Joshua, appreciate it, and I wish you good luck in finding some new candies to put into that ranking for next year in 2025. Happy Halloween, buddy.
I appreciate you guys.
Yep, good stuff. There he goes. Your friend and mine, Joshua Perry, number 37. Was always one of my favorite Buckeye players when I first took the job here and got to town.
Why? Because he was a local kid?
You know what I remember? I remember the Body by Maradi.
Oh, yeah.
There was a viral tweet of his that showed off just how much he improved his stature and his physique.
Mine looks
in
similar.
in the 1 or 2 years that he was in the program.
Yeah, mine look very similar.
You just want to show me yourself with your shirt off. Don't lie. That's what you're trying to do.
No.
That's what you're trying to do. Joshua was on the Bryan and Heating Cooling Systems fan guest hotline right there. The important stuff continues. He basically got our de facto award back in the summertime for best college football press conference of all time. We present to you a couple of absolute gems on the perfect night for it. Do not miss this. It's next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Here's a listener tweet. Are Men and Bone stupid in real life? Yes. Yes, they are. Common Man and T-Bone.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan.
There was a time where I woke up every day and my knee kept bothering me. I wondered, would it ever get better? I'd like to go out and run. I'd like to go play golf. I'd like to hang out with my friends at the pool, go off the diving board, play with my kids, do the stuff that I want to do. I looked at having surgery, thought that's not the answer. Don't want to do that. I've had plenty of surgeries in my life. I didn't want to be on medication and just keep pounding ibuprofen and pain pills. That wasn't going to be the answer. So I want to get real, lasting relief, as thousands of patients will tell you. So I went over to QC Kinetics and talked to Dr. Ray Tesner. I even brought my dad with me and said, hey, he's got a bad knee too. He's at a little later stage in life. Could this work for him? QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in cellular therapies, including your own body's healing properties. That's what I wanted, to get healed up and do it the natural way. The choice is yours. So go check them out at qckinetics.com/Columbus. They've got offices in Dublin and in Gahanna, or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. Remember that day I invented the everything bagel? That was a heck of a day, Jerry. I was right there in line.
Get Eco.
I saw the onion bagel and the poppy seed bagel and the sesame bagel, and I thought, imagine if one bagel could give you everything you need. You changed the world that day, Jerry.
Get Eco.
I think Eco is just like that for homeowners in Ohio. Plumbers, electricians, HVAC technicians. One company, one call, everything you need.
Get Eco.
Eco is a complete ecosystem of home services all under one roof.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Big things, small things, projects that require a little of this and that. Eco has the whole ecosystem equally covered.
Get Eco. What if one day someone comes up with a new thing you can put on a bagel?
Well, I've already patented everything, Aaron. Nobody can claim everything plus one.
You're a wise man, Jerry.
I'm making a fortune, Aaron.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
We have a lot of football happening. I'm here to help. Set your radio preset to the fan. Very good. Now set a second one to ESPN Columbus. It's the HD2 button. Lastly, go to the Fan's HD3 and save the Fan 3. Crisis averted. You're welcome.
This football season, choose chill and go with the beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Whether you're at the shoe, the bar, or the basement, bring the Silver Bullets.
You can win tickets to the game against that team up north on November 30th.
Enter keyword kickoff at CoorsLight.com/college football.
No purchase necessary. Open only to residents of Ohio through 10/31/24. See official rules for details at CoorsLight.com/college football. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If your fall is anything like the people in my neighborhood, your weekends are full of driving kids to endless soccer things. So if you're going to be on the road, be as comfortable as possible. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend a new Lexus. That's not true, but I recommend it. Deal time, 2.99% finance rate on a 2024 RX. That's madness. 4.49% finance rate for a 2025 NX. And you can get up to $5,000 lease cash for a 2024 RX. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
Hey, Ohio State fans, it takes a lot of energy to root for the Buckeyes. That's why Burger King is going to get your team going with the $20 Buckeye Blitz Bundle. This OSU fan exclusive has a delicious lineup that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 1 cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks. Get over to your local BK and get fueled up for game day. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
College radio done by professionals. This is the Buckeye Show.
It is Timmy. It is Tyvis. It is the Boatman back there. Tyvis, I want to tell my friends about something for a minute here. There could be a thing in a man's life. When he gets to a certain age, could start to become a problem, could be an issue. The acronym is ED. Stands for erectile dysfunction. And if you have it, you don't want it.
Correct.
And if you have it, you have to find someone, you have to find an expert that you can trust that can help eradicate the issue and get you back into that ball game and get you back in there fast. Those are my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. The folks at Tri-State Men's Health, they've been doing this for a long time. They're very good at that. They've got a lot of treatments that will work when the pills or herbals fail. They've got treatments with success rates over 90%, and some can have you last an hour or more. To that we say, dear God. So check them out, tristatemenshealth.com. Call them at 800-900-9654. They've got wonderful locations throughout Ohio, 2 in Central Ohio, the one in Hilliard that I see for the low testosterone treatment. They're experts at that as well. It's right off of 270 and Cemetery Road. The locations are beautiful, too. They've got mints, coffees, waters, anything you need. But did I mention the mints?
Yeah.
And forget about Werther's. I just take the mints, and I'll leave with like 16 of them. Stuff them in my pockets. They treat ED, and they give you mints. That's what they're all about right there. What more could
you ask for?
And they're completely professional in every single way. A lot more professional than this read. A lot more. I guarantee you that. TriStateMen'sHealth.com. Tell them I sent you. All right, so to that candy discussion we just had. And your man Joshua,
The fact that he did an honorable mention of candy corn, it really took the whole thing over the top.
you're out with candy corn.
Yeah, I'm not.
Disgusting, huh?
Yeah.
What about you, Bodie? Where are you with candy corn? Can you do it a little bit?
Yeah, candy corn is just nasty.
Just nasty?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just out.
I'll see it every year and be like, I'll have a little. And then as soon as I take a bite, I'm like, why did I do this? This is terrible. I know I don't like it.
One time a year, I get a hankering for candy corn. And I'll need to just have the straight up Brock's bag of candy corn. And I'll give you a little fat boy food tip, as our friends at Man and Bone like to call it.
Food tip.
So this comes courtesy, and it was great to see. I was gone for a couple days, but Matty Andrews came to the building on Tuesday. He was milling around here. I think he's coming back early next week. It was amazing to see Matty A.
Yes.
Yeah, really cool. And he gave me this tip. He's a good old farm boy from Southern Ohio, and he would take the candy corn, and he would take salted peanuts. That's it. Mix the two together. Phenomenal.
Candy corn
and salted peanuts.
No.
Simple as that.
No, I'm out.
You might not make it might not make it the best snack in the world for you, but if you hate candy corn, I would encourage you to try it like that.
Bodie, are you going to try that?
Get back to me.
I would give it a shot.
Yeah,
sure.
Just give it a shot. Just give it a whirl and let me know what you think.
I'll let Bodie tell me about it.
Okay. So, we remember back in the summer, we spent some 7 o'clock hours through those summer months trying to find out the best college football press conference of all time. We didn't wind up getting to the end of that road, but there was only one head coach that we heard multiple press conferences from. I mean, imagine that. We let the same coach enter the competition twice. I mean, where are we at in society? We let something like that happen. Sorry, Coach Gundy. But I think I have to declare Mike Leach, the late great, the winner of the best college football press conference of all time, simply because he has so many of them. And you can't even really choose which one we're talking about. He has so many clips that live in infamy on the interwebs.
He's a very quotable guy.
I don't know if he's even a quotable guy.
No, yes, he is.
What's a quote that you know from Mike Leach? Because I know all the quotes of Mike Gundy, but I can't really bring him off the top of my head from Leach, even though I know a lot of his stuff.
That's a good question.
See, you can't think of an actual line,
off
can you?
the top of the head, no. But like once I hear it, it's like, oh.
But he's just that funny of a guy. You don't need to quote him because he just starts talking and then it's perfect. So, in honor of Halloween, happy Halloween to all you fine folks out there. One of our great college football coaches of our time, Mike Leach, he just could not stop talking about the candies that he loved. This was right after a Mississippi State Vanderbilt football game, and the sideline reporter, the postgame reporter, went right to the subject of candy corn.
We talked about on the broadcast how you hate candy corn. What's your favorite Halloween
candy
candy?
Corn? I mean, I completely hate candy corn. When I was a kid, well, gummy bears, let's see. Gummy bears for sure.
Sour or regular?
The Haribo. It's got to be the Haribo ones. And then the other thing I like is when they used to have the sprees in a box. Outstanding. You have to go to the dollar store to find it, but I do. And then the latest, there's still candy innovation, although a while back I found that Europe had better candy than we did overall because they have gummy everything. And then, they have those Nerds clusters, which is new.
The gummy.
Yeah, which is good. The Nerds clusters is good. And then if you go chocolate, probably Almond Joy.
Love it. Hopefully you'll get some of that next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
It's just an unbelievable post-game interview. Like, that's the kind of stuff that you're looking for Mike Leach. I don't care about how you beat Vanderbilt tonight. Everybody beats Vanderbilt. Good on her. Good on her. She's asking follow-ups.
Almond Joy.
Oh, yeah. He ends it with Almond Joy. What are we doing, Mike? You had us going. Started with gummy bears. That's a fine place to start. You saw on my Twitter account at Tim Hall 971. I gave you my top 5 Halloween candies, and I put gummy bears in my top 5. You okay with that? And I gave.
Which one should you put?
What do you think?
Albanese.
Yeah, baby.
Albanese.
Couple of A lovers, you and me, right here. That's right. They got little A's on their bellies.
I like that.
That's how you know.
The nerd clusters. My wife had an obsession with them.
Phenomenal
She
candy.
would literally send me to the gas station to go get some nerds clusters.
Rightfully so. She should.
They just all right.
No, they're not just all right. When you make an invention, and that's another, the lines that he had, you talk about quotables, this is what you need to quote. Candy innovation, 2 words that came out of his mouth. And when he talked about the spree in the box, he said, you have to go to the dollar store to get them, but I do. That's great. That could be about anything at the dollar store. Got to go to the dollar store to get them, I do.
That's where you get the lemon heads. You can find them at the dollar store.
I'll tell you another secret place to find random, another like secret good spot to find unusual candies. Ace Hardware. Little tip from me to you. You can also find.
That's funny.
You can also find one of my favorites because there's another list.
I thought you was gonna say Menards.
There's Menards. Good one. Good out of you.
Yeah, they got a name.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, they got a lot of interesting candies there. And they got a lot of those like almost like farm shop style candies.
Yeah.
Like they'd have the sucking sticks.
Yeah, they put
different
them in
than the sucking candies.
That clear bag.
Mm-hmm.
The little see-through bag.
They have like the root beer, sucking candies, things like that.
Want to go to Menards.
Save big money.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, well, that's not it from Mike Leach. There's another one. This was a follow-up in the weekly press conference to everything that went on right there.
Back to the comments you made about candy corn. Do you think it deserves a second chance?
No, I do not. I do not. That's been carefully researched since I was a child, starting at approximately, I'm going to say 3. And although it did have some brighter points in my life, in particular when I was young, you know, the type of thing where it gets all over your hands and your face. Before long, though, I realized that was a grave error and there was far better paths ahead than candy corn. So, yeah, I have no interest. It's one of those items that, you know, there's a reason they serve it basically once a year because it's not very good to begin with.
Unbelievable. The fact
that is a fact.
I just want to say, phenomenal work by the local media.
That is a fact.
Phenomenal work to be to be hitting this up in a press conference. Again, listen to this questioner and in the background.
Back to the comments you made about candy corn. Do you think it deserves a second chance?
No, I do not.
I love that. I love it. Do you think it deserves a second chance? Let's talk about some of the real issues here, Coach.
No,
it's been carefully researched since I was a child.
You're talking about eat it with peanuts.
Oh my God, that's phenomenal. I do have to give you my top 5 list of underrated candy, because one of those you can usually find at an Ace Hardware.
I'm interested.
I know you are. I know you are. I got to do that.
I'm leaning forward on this.
By the way, we've got a really big thing coming up around the corner for Buckeye Nation. I'm seeing a bunch of things about it on the socials. Give you some of those. We do hashtags coming up here. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. Just freak the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with Modern Office Methods, your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on Free Assessment.
Come on over to Heartland.
Getting a mortgage? We take pride in providing the value and service you deserve in one of the most important transactions you'll ever have. Community banks have the most flexibility and the lowest rates. Now fact check that. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Buckeyes head to Happy Valley for a Big Ten battle with Penn State.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday morning at 6:30 with the kick at noon.
Every game, every season, your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey Columbus, Caden Curry here, Ohio State student athlete for Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. When it comes to hard work, whether on the field or the farm, I need something that's as tough and reliable as I am. That's why I trust Kubota diesel tractors from Green & Sons. Kubota's diesel tractor motors are high-powered, reliable, and don't stop running, just how I like to play. So when you're serious about getting the job done, you need the Kubota equipment you can trust from Green & Sons. Check them out at greenandsons.com or stop by one of their stores in Mount Sterling and in Raymond, north of Marysville.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture an oil change that's quick, not rushed. When you hear the bell, feel yourself becoming light as a feather. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today. No automotive worry, no appointment needed.
I didn't expect to, but I need to get a new health insurance plan. The good news is I found Health Markets. I went to healthmarkets.com and saw plans available in my area. They have access to more than 200 carriers across the country, and if you need help, you can just speak with a licensed insurance agent. It's all right there for you.
Discover the advantages of real personalized service today at healthmarkets.com. Health Markets Insurance Agency, Inc. is licensed as an insurance agency nationwide except in Massachusetts. Paid actor per trail.
Refresh your home today at Menards with window images, blinds, and shades. We have everything you need for updating your window treatments. We carry vinyl, aluminum, and faux wood blinds, cellular shades, and more. Save big on window treatments at Menards. Plus, get them cut to width in-store for free. Visit Menards.com and view our entire selection of window treatments today. Plus, the weekly flyer and other great deals going on now.
Save big money at Menards.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, the Fan. Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling. From sump pumps and water heaters to full heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks tackles it all. Call 614-232-2222 today.
We really appreciate all you fine Buckeye fans for hanging out with us here tonight on the Buckeye Show. Listen every single night at 6 o'clock. I'm Timmy Hall. That's Tyvis Powell. The Boat Man is here. Tyvis, if they ever miss any part of the program, we talked to Buckeye wide receiver Tyson Gentry. His famous story, hit by Kurt Coleman in a practice, paralyzed from the neck down, but the way that he went on to persevere and live his life, it was great to hear his story.
Me and Nicole got into it in the first segment.
Oh, yes, you guys did. We kind of, all three of us were getting into it over how big of a game this Penn State game is. We tried to quantify it as to, is this the biggest game of the Ryan Day era? Tyvis says, hell no. We kind of were walking down that road. But anything you miss, you can get the whole entire show if you just listen to what?
You go wherever you get your podcasts, you go type in the Buckeye Show, and it will be available to you 5 minutes after the show because Jacob is very punctual.
Yes, he is. He gets the job done. He gets that thing up there. Even if there's glitches and problems, he figures them out. Any single platform, you get your audio, check out the podcast. So I was telling you about my top 5 Halloween candy list, And if you want it, here goes.
I got sick. Oh, you said your top.
This is my heavy hitters. Okay, this is the top 5, and then I'm going to get you my top 5 underrated, which I think is a very distinct and separate category because I don't think you can be going with the M&Ms of the worlds, the Hershey bars of the worlds, all that. So my straight up Halloween candy ranking, number 1 is Twix. You know I'm a Twix guy. Did you know that about me?
I did not.
I am Twix all the way.
Yep, that's
all the way. Me and Costanza, we love our Twix.
Top 5.
Number 2 is Reese's, but you know me about Reese's. How well do you know me about Reese's peanut butter cups?
Aren't you? You're the one that only likes or is it the cups?
No, I hate the cups.
Which one?
Because there's too much wrappers on the cups. I only like the seasonal shapes.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I say specifically the Reese's Pumpkins.
And I keep telling you the Sticks is the best one anyway.
Well, Sticks are also good, and you share those with me, but I don't like the cups. I really hate those mini cups that you find for Halloween where you got to unwrap the tiny foil, and then there's the little black doily wrapper
but then
on
you just pop it
inside
in.
of it.
Boom, it's just one and done.
Well, same thing with the pumpkin. You just pop it in. So Christmas trees, pumpkins, Easter eggs, all those things. It's those. 3 is Snickers. I mean, classic as can be.
So far, I got every one on my list.
4 is Kit Kat bar.
Got that on my list.
And number 5 is Gummy Bears. I think it's a good, Mike Leach, shout out to you. It's a good thing to have in the top 5. They're phenomenal.
I went Milky Way.
Milky Way, but I've got Gummy Bears, and specifically, he said Haribo, which he's wrong there.
He's dead wrong.
They're good. They're good,
no,
but they're not.
No, we're not doing this no more.
Okay, they suck
they're
then.
not. They are terrible.
Albanese.
Thank you.
Albanese. Now, the top 5 underrated candy category.
Okay.
I start you with a cookies and cream Hershey bar. That one, that needs a lot of love. If you haven't had one of those, first of all, shame on you. Eat more candy. Second of all, it's awesome.
I agree with that.
Then I've got a Heath bar.
I'm out on the Heath.
Oh, wow. Really?
I'm out.
You hear Heath bars, a popular ingredient for blizzards and things like that. It's a damn good straight up candy bar. Then $100,000.
I got that on the list. That should have been number 1.
That is absolutely fantastic.
I am glad I made you guys happy.
Underrated candy made.
It is. Then I've got the one that you'll find at an Ace Hardware, the salted nut roll. Just beautiful.
I don't know if
salted peanuts with that delicious white goo. That's what you get.
Easy, Tim.
Just good. The white cream. Stop it. A beautiful red label. And then 5 dots. Very near and dear to my heart.
I had
dots.
I couldn't come up with 5. I got like 7. I had 100 I had $100,000 Sweetest Fish, a Mr. Good bar, a Laffy Taffy, Milk Duds, Crunch bar, and a Take 5.
There you go. I love it. By the way, we have Ohio State men's basketball starting on Monday.
Oh,
the season starts Monday.
You're pumped.
I'm pumped. I'm a little nervous as well, but I'm pumped
of the
and
exhibition
excited.
Game?
No, not because of that. Just in general. New season, new program for Jake Diebler. I want to see him succeed.
With?
Texas.
UT.
Yeah, UT. Top 20 Texas team.
Yeah, that is that's
really good looking team.
We're gonna know something.
There's a lot of stuff that's on our friend Adam Jardy's Twitter account. So I would follow him as well as follow our Twitter account, Mad About Hoops. We're gonna start crushing that with more basketball content as we get into the season. And Evil Bald Colin and I are going to bring you a Mad About Hoops season tip-off on Monday at 8 o'clock.
Make sure you definitely go look that up.
Right, because we don't have a Buckeye show because we'll have Roundtable from 6 to 8. Then at 8 to 9...
I'll be on that,
You'll be, Tyvis will be on Roundtable. I will not be, though. Not invited. But Tyvis will be there, and I'll be doing the basketball tip-off show with my man, Evil Bald Colin. We're the podcast guys.
I'll get to see you.
You will. You will get to see me. It's going to be great. And then the tip-off is going to be at 10 p.m. for the Buckeyes in Texas. Pre-game coverage starts at 9 o'clock. And Adam did have some few bullet points about the secret scrimmage against OU, the Bobcats, this past weekend. And he could tell us that the Buckeyes won. Didn't have the score, but the Buckeyes did win. And the Bobcats were picked to win the MAC in their preseason polls. Aaron Bradshaw did return, but Ohio State had a few guys that were in street clothes, didn't say who. Michie Johnson and a few fellow transfers, Micah Parrish, Sean Stewart, stood out, played well.
Good.
What we know.
Good.
So a good sign. I don't know exactly what that means because, again, it's secret scrimmage, Ohio and the Buckeyes. But, hey, any little bit that takes us to Monday.
Don't you wish you could attend one of those secret scrimmages?
One day I will.
I believe that, Tim.
One of my life's goals is to be the guy that's in there at that secret scrimmage. Tyvis, where are you going this weekend?
Nebraska.
All right.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Great environment.
Some really good fans with Dylan Raiola coming off of a loss, though.
Okay.
The Buckeyes.
Well, have fun. I know you're going to do a good job. You're always well prepped. Thanks for doing it. Bodie as well. Thanks to Nicole Shearin. Halloween night, football coming up. Jets, CJ and the Texans, next on The Fan.
If you're starting your day any other way, you're doing it wrong. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with Modern Office Methods, your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on a free assessment.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If your fall is anything like the people in my neighborhood, your weekends are full of driving kids to endless soccer things. So if you're going to be on the road, be as comfortable as possible. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend a new Lexus. That's not true, but I recommend it. Deal time, 2.99% finance rate on a 2024 RX. That's madness. 4.49% finance rate for a 2025 NX. And you can get up to $5,000 lease cash for a 2024 RX. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
What John Smiley, Chairman and CEO, wants you to know about First Bank of Central Ohio.
Our competitive advantage is the number of years we've been in Central Ohio and the fact that we're able to make decisions here locally that make sense for the client. At the end of the day, it's the ability for us to say, okay, what can we do to make your banking easier for you?
Experience what it's like to be first at fbcentralohio.com.